Good morning, guys. So, my name is Srivas. I'm teaching REST API in our institute. So, here we are going to discuss REST API importance. So, why REST API? What is the REST API? So, Python developers is required REST API or not, like this. These all topics today we are going to discuss. Okay. After completing class, then you can ask all the doubts about the REST API. So, if you have any doubts like that, understanding? Okay. So here, if you want to learn this REST API, then we require some prerequisites. So what are the prerequisites? Means Python, Django. Okay. So without Python, REST API we are unable to understanding. So first basic platform Python. After Python, Django is required. So Python plus Django after completing, then we are going to start the Django REST framework. Okay. So Django REST framework also people also call as REST API simply. So REST API purpose we should learn this Python plus the Django. Okay. So then only we are going to learn the REST API. Getting this one? So Django course is completely required. Then you are able to understanding this REST API. I think you people are already completing this Django. If not completing also no problem. Okay. At least one or two projects if you are completed basic programs, then you are able to understanding this REST API. Okay. So in this Django, you are learning what is the architecture of Django, MET architecture, like this you are learning. Okay. So in this, what is models, what is views, what is templates, like this. So many things you are going to learn. Already some people learning. Okay. So in our REST API also regularly we are going to discuss models, okay, and views concepts and URLs importance. Okay. So templates sometimes, but not always. So like this, so many concepts we are learning. So these are all topics you are learning in the Django course. That's why I'm saying in Django, if you are completing one or two projects, then easily you are understanding this REST API course. Okay. So MET architecture is very, very important. That is all you are learning in Django. So here also, when we are discussing concepts wise, we will discuss about the MET architecture, and REST API follows what architecture. Like this, all separately we are learning. Are you getting these points? Okay. So here, first of all, why we are learning this REST API? What is the importance of REST API? If anybody is thinking like that, so generally nowadays so many vacancies are there in market. Okay. So for example, 100% if you are taking, you are learning Django. So you are developing one project here using Django. One project you are developing. So project means 100% code you are developing. So using Django, if you are developing this application is using by only browser. Okay. So the people who are interested to use our application only from the browser, it is possible using Django. I'm talking. So if you are learning REST API, if you are adding REST API to this Django project, then one application to another application also possible. Okay. So using Django only from the browser possible, but using REST API, it is also possible from one application to another application. From the browser possible, from the another application also possible. That is the importance of REST API. Okay. So I'll show you one diagram, then easily you will understand. So for example, so now, so this is here, this is 70% code. This 70% code you are developing by using the Django. Okay. So 70% code only. Remaining 30% using the REST API we are developing. REST API. Okay. So then this 70 plus 30, then 100% full-fledged project is making. Okay. So for that we required totally 3 things. So one is Python, and then Django, and also REST API. Okay. So a lot of people are learning only Python and Django. Only some people are learning REST API. Okay. So if you are learning only Python and Django, you are able to developing only the 70% code only, not 100%. Sir. Okay. Only 70% of project only you are developing. So if you are developing only 70% of project means then people are not interested to use your application. Why means there is something pending. Okay. That pending part is fulfilled by using this REST API. Are you getting this point? So then 100% full-fledged project you are developing. So this is the importance of the REST API. So for example, some people are learning 100 people if you are taking. So 100 people learning Python course, 100 people learning Python. After Python completing, only 50% people only joining the Django. Okay. So remaining 50% people will join different courses, data science, machine learning, like different technology variations they are taking. Okay. So after completing this Django, only 10 to 15% only. For example, 10% people only learning this REST API. Okay. But 100 people learning 50% people learning Django means 50% required to learn this REST API also. But a lot of people don't know about this Django. That's why they are not learning about this REST API. Okay. Only some people, the people who knows awareness of the REST API, they are learning this REST API. 10% people. That's why in industry also nowadays, so more vacancies are there. More vacancies, more jobs are waiting for you. The people who are learning this REST API. Okay. So 50 people learning Django means 50 people should be learning this REST API, but learning only less people. That's why a lot of vacancies are there. So just assumptions, sir. You learned Django framework. Okay. Your friend also learn Django plus REST API. Okay. Both together attending one interview. Then compared to you, your friend is getting more weightage to crack that interview. Okay. Why means you are able to do Django coding. This 70% coding you are able to do. Your friend also able to do this 70%, and also this 30% can do. That's why company people, organization people giving high priority to REST API developers. Means REST API, you are becoming like a REST API developer means you are able to do Python plus Django project plus another extra part code also. That's why this REST API is getting more demanding nowadays. So until this, are you understanding about this REST API importance? Okay. So the people who are learning Python and Django all should be learning this REST API concept also. Otherwise, even though you are learning these two more effectively, useless. Okay, when you are completing this REST API only, that is useful. Are getting this point? Okay. So here, some people are thinking like Django framework and Django REST framework, both are same. Like some people thinking, but that is absolutely wrong. Okay. So Django framework is different, and Django REST framework. Okay. Django REST. Django REST framework, both are different. So Django REST framework, some people also call it simply DRF, or else REST API like this. Okay. So Django is developed by some organization, some people. Django REST framework is developed by some other people. So both are different, not same. So carefully understanding this point. Okay. So here Django REST framework is an extension of Django. Okay, carefully listen this one. Django REST framework is an extension of Django framework. So extension of Django framework means you can see here. I'll show you one more diagram. So you can see here. So this is a Django course, Django related contents. So Django framework is an extension of Django, I'm telling. So if you are taking a small diagram, this is a Django, and this is the REST API, Django REST framework. Means in this Django, you are learning about the models. Okay, so this is the Django part. So here we are learning about the models concept and views concept. Okay, and URLs concepts, and so many things you are learning about the templates. How to create the projects, how to create the application, how to run the application, make migration, migrate, like so many things you are learning when you are learning this Django related course. Okay, so concepts which are available in the Django framework, all available in REST API also, plus some extra concepts available in REST API. Okay, so here Django plus some extra concepts. Okay, so extra concepts. So this Django plus this extra concepts, totally REST API containing. Are getting this point? So Django having models, views, URLs, templates, like some commands, make migration command, migrate command, like so many things. So these all things available in REST API also. Using Django, how you are creating application, project, same thing in REST API also we are doing, not different things. As is like Django only we are creating project, application, running the server, everything. Okay, but REST API also providing some extra modules, classes, functions. These all are ready-made things. Okay, so because of these all ready-made modules, classes, and functions, this REST API is getting more demanding nowadays. Okay, so Django REST framework is free, sir. No need to pay. So Django is open source, same like Django REST framework also open source. Okay, so here, so when you are installing the Python, how you are installing means separate software, Python software you are downloading from official site and you are installing, like 3.7 version or 3x version, 3.6 version, 3.8 version, like this. But how you are installing Django? Any idea? So Django, how we are installing means no need to download any software. We are installing the module, Django related one module we are installing. So module name is pip install Django. So this is pip command. You know about this pip command. So pip stands for Python installer package. Python package installer we are calling. So pip is a command which is searching for a particular module in Google. Okay, internet web location. So pip install Django when you are using this command. So this pip command go to web location and searching for Django module. This Django is a module here. Searching for Django module and downloading latest module, latest version related module, and installing in your system automatically. Okay, so if you want particular version, then we are using like version number 2.0.5 I want to use, then you can use like that. Okay, so double equal to version number you are giving, then people is going to web location and searching for this version, Django related this version, searching and finding and later downloading and installing. Everything is done automatically by using the pip command. Got it defined? Same like REST API also one module. So we are going to install the module. Okay, so REST API, how we are, what module is there for installing REST API related, how we are installing, and these all things later I will show you clearly. So right now we will discuss only overview about the REST API installation, these all process after installation, what we need to do in our programming while developing, these all things clearly I will tell later. Got it? Okay. Okay. So now another point is REST API. Using REST API, one application to another application, we are communicating. This is the important point, sir. So when you are attending interviews, also so many questions coming using Python only. Okay. Once you are completing a Python interview, then people are asking about the Django. Once you are completing that one also, next is about the REST API. When you are giving a REST API related questions are completely answers, then immediately interview person will satisfy and you will get the job. Definitely. So many people before this lockdown, so many people, our students only got the lot of jobs, sir. Okay, from our Durga Soft, they're only learning Python and Django and REST API, and a lot of people got the jobs. Okay, so some people only Python, Django and learning and attending the interviews. So those people sometimes are losing their opportunity, even though they are giving a best performance, but losing their opportunity. Why means they are not completed, they are not learning this REST API, some people. So once they realized that one and they are joined again REST API and they crack the interviews. Okay, so how to install REST API, these all things I'll show you slowly I'll show you. So in starting day only, if you are discussing all things, I will get confusion. Okay. So, so here sometimes you are getting questions. So what is DRF? What is Django REST framework? Can you tell something about the Django REST framework? Like this, some questions coming. Okay. So then simply you can give answer. Django REST framework is a separate framework, not Django. Okay, Django and Django REST framework both are separate things, and the concepts which are available in Django, all concepts available in REST API also, Django REST framework. Okay, and Django REST framework also containing some extra concepts. Extra concepts means some modules. They having some modules. So modules, functions, classes, methods, like these all things, ready-made things, all are ready-made mod Django REST frameworks containing the ready-made modules, functions, classes or methods. Because of these all modules, functions or classes, so we are not developing the more lines of code. We are reducing the lot of lines code. Only we are going to use ready-made things only. So once you are using that ready-made functions or modules, then automatically you are getting the lot of functionalities automatically. Are getting this one? Okay. So later we will discuss about the what modules it is providing, what ready-made classes it is providing. These all things are concepts by one, concepts wise we will discuss all things. Are getting this one? Okay. Now, see here, when you are developing the Django related projects, so this is the browser, browser related, and here one database is there. This is the database related. So using Django framework, you know how to communicating the database, Oracle database, MySQL database, SQL server database, like so many things you are learning. When we are starting our programs also, I'll show you how to communicating with the databases using our Django and REST API. Okay, everything I'll take care, no problem. So this is the database related, for example, MySQL database I'm using. So this is the browser, sir. Yeah, browser. So from this browser, so we are communicating this database, and we are getting the data back. So that data we are displaying here using browser. So from the browser, why we are communicating to database means to do CRUD operations. CRUD, sir. So CRUD means creating, updating, deleting, these all things. So CRUD operation here. So C means create, update, retrieve, delete, like total CRUD operation. You can create some data into DB, you can update the data, you can retrieve the data, you can delete the data, like everything. So using Django framework, if you want to do this CRUD operation, okay. So from the browser, is it possible to do all the CRUD operation? From the browser, is it possible? Okay. So from the browser, if you want to do all the CRUD operation with a database, then using browser not possible all the times. Only from the browser you can do get operation, means a retrieve operation only. Okay. So from the browser only retrieve operation you can do by default. So if you want to perform, update, create and delete, then we need to develop some presentation UI part. Okay. So without templates related, code, then we are unable to do total CRUD operation using Django framework I'm talking. Okay. So using Django only by default possible thing is get operation only, but not get operation only possible, but not create operation, update operation, and delete operation. These three things not possible directly. So if you want to do these things, then we need to develop here presentation part. UI related you are developing. For example, so employee number, employee name, employee salary, like this. All the presentation part you are developing here. Okay, na? So same thing, if by using a REST API, if you want to do this CRUD operation, then without developing any UI part templates, without developing any presentation code, by using browser directly we can do total CRUD operation. I mean REST API is providing that feature. Using browser total CRUD operation we can do without any presentation. That is one of the best feature of our REST API. Are you getting this point?
Sure.
So yeah, see here. So advantages, I'll give you the point. See, when we are discussing everything classes regularly day to day, so what we are discussing everything, I'll give you and PDF files. Okay. So for example, this is my PDF files. I'll open somewhere. Yeah. So these all things are my regular class notes. When we are taking a offline class, I given these all things. So these are all material I'll forward to you. Then line by line, when you are reading everything, you will understanding more clearly. Getting this one, and the same thing. Some text files also I'll forward it. For example, these all things. Okay. So here, then more easily you will understanding everything I created and maintained. Regularly I'll forward to your mails. Then more easy you will understanding. Okay. So till now we discussed this one. To learn the REST API, what required Python and Django, and about the Django REST framework, we're discussing some points. Are getting this one? Now let's discuss why we should learn REST API. What is the importance of REST API? Okay, so these points already I told. So why we are learning this REST API means to communicating the one application to another application. App to app communication is only possible by using the REST API more easily. And REST API is decreasing the more lines of code. That's why people nowadays learning this REST API and more. Okay, so I'll show you some advantages why we are discussing these all things. So REST API advantages. The first one is browsable API. Okay, REST API is providing browsable API. Yeah. So REST API is providing browsable API. What is the browsable API? Means we'll discuss clearly. Yeah. See here, I'm talking employee number, employee name, employee salary. Okay, so employee number, employee name, salary. If you are taking this one, so here, for example, employee number 10, employee name, I'll take this one. So you can draw this one. Employee number, employee name, employee salary. Okay, so employee name is Sam Durga. I'm talking here. Durga. And employee salary 10,000, 10,000. So these things then, so when you are clicking submit button here, one submit button is there. When you are clicking, for example, I'm taking here send button. So when you click this send button, this all data, this all employee data is going to our database, and this database storing permanently. So when you want back, again you are taking to back by using the retrieve operation. Okay, so using Django, when you are presentation, then only it's possible this CRUD operation. But using REST API without developing this presentation part, we can do all the CRUD operation. Okay, that is we are calling browsable APIs. So browsable API means using a browser directly we can do all the CRUD operations, not only create, update, delete, everything we can do without developing any presentation. But using Django, you are not getting the browsable API concept. Only normal browser using Django, normal browser only you are getting. Okay, normal browser means only data operation possible using browser. Remaining three things not possible. That is the one advantage about the REST API. Are getting this point? Yeah. So second point is no UI code. Okay. So UI means user interface, nothing presentation. So here UI related, we are developing HTML, CSS, okay, and JavaScript, JS, Bootstrap, like so many things. So many things we are developing. Okay. So REST API you are using means no need of learning this HTML, CSS, JavaScript, everything. Only we are learning about the pure backend code like Django code only, Django and REST API related. But using Django framework, so we are learning about the Django, and also we need to learn about the presentation part, UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap, like everything. Okay, so why not require this HTML, CSS, JavaScript already? So here no need to develop in the any presentation code, no need to developing. Automatically you are getting all the CRUD operation related behavior. When we are starting our first program, you'll get that all things easily understanding. Okay, so when I'm showing output, then easily you will understanding from the browser without developing single lines of presentation also, then easily you can do creating, updating, deleting, like that's why UI code not like we're testing here. Are getting this point? Okay, next one more point is less code, less lines of code. You can take like less lines of code. Okay, so how we are how you can say less lines of code is required using REST API means, so here you are not developing any HTML, any CSS, any JavaScript related everything. Presentation code you are not developing. So you are not developing presentation means automatically reducing the lot of lines code. So I think you people knows about this, some presentation, basic presentation. So basic presentation means a lot of HTML code you are using. So HTML means every open tag should be required closing tag, like this. A lot of things, extra things you are writing. But using our REST API, no need to do anything. But Django required HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these all things. This point remember carefully. So after learning Django only, we are learning REST API. Then why not required this presentation using REST API? Like some people thinking, sir. But Django, using Django, web application you are developing. But using REST API, what you are developing? App to app communication you are developing, not a web application. Okay, app to app communication you are developing. Agreed in this point? That's why we are saying lines of code you are writing. And also one more point. Okay, so ready-made code like modules, classes. Okay, so many ready-made modules, ready-made classes provided by REST API. That's why automatically we are getting less lines of code we are writing. We are not writing the more lines of code. Okay, and another point is serializer support. REST API is providing serializers concept. So can you tell me Django follows what architecture? Django follows what architecture? MVT architecture. Okay, so Django follows MVT architecture. So this is everybody knows. MVT means models, okay, and views and templates. Okay, so models, views, and templates we are using. But REST API follows what architecture? Okay, so REST API follows MVS architecture. MVS. Okay, so here M stands for same thing, models, and V stands for views only. But S stands for serializers, not template. Okay, models, views, templates, Django. But REST API, model, views, serializers concept. Okay, so entire our REST API, this serializers is the most important topic, sir. So as a human being, we are having a lot of organisms in our body, like heart, liver, kidney, like so many things. Okay, so same thing. REST API also having so many concepts. Out of all the concepts, this serializers is the most important concept. Okay, in our human being body, heart is the main role. Same thing in REST API, serializers concept is the main role. Okay, this serializers is providing so many advantages. We have separate big session about this serializers. We will discuss more clearly about the serializers. So what is serializers? What is the deserializers? What module provided for the serializers concept? What classes provided by REST API automatically? Like so many things. Everything we will discuss clearly. Wait some time. Are you getting this one? So same like MVT architecture only instead of templates here serializers we are using. Okay, so in this templates means what you are using here, HTML you are using presentation part. Okay, na? And what you are using, CSS you are using, and JavaScript you are using, like presentation related. These are all points, all technologies you are using templates purpose. But in serializers, what we are using means no need of HTML, CSS, JavaScript. I told already. So what we are using here means JSON. We are using only JSON related data. Okay. So when you are learning Django, you should know about Python and Django backend related code plus some presentation also required. But you are learning REST API means Django code is required and no need of the presentation code. Instead of presentation, just about the JSON if you are learning, it's enough for us. Later I'll tell about JSON stands for what, JSON rules are what, how to creating the JSON data, how to retrieve the JSON data, like everything I'll take care. So about the JSON more clearly we'll discuss after some time. Are you getting this one? Okay. Now here, so this is a Django related or else. So here, okay. So what you're learning models and then views and then templates. Templates. So templates related, you are learning the voice Padma, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, like so many things you are learning. Okay. Voice Padma. Okay. Now here, models, views, serializers concept. For this serializers related, JSON we are learning. Okay. So no need of the this all presentation related, only JSON we required. Are getting this point? Okay. Later we'll discuss about the serializers more clearly. Okay. Okay. So here you will get all the points, sir. Browsable API, no need of templates, writing less lines of code. Okay. And by using the REST API, we are getting ready-made modules classes. Okay. Because of those things, we are unable to, we are not required to write the more code. And inbuilt serializer support is there. Okay. So simply, lot of times this point is very, very important, sir. What is serializers? So many times people are asking, what is serializers? Okay. So simply serializers is the concept of converting, okay, one type of data into another type is called serializers. Okay. For example, Django related dictionary data is there, dict data. Okay. Dictionary type data is there. Dictionary data into JSON format. Okay. Dictionary data into JSON format, or else JSON data into dictionary format. If you are converting, that is nothing but serialization. Are you getting this point? So people are asking, what is serialization? Data into JSON, and that JSON data into database format. Okay. So this is nothing but serialization. Python data into JSON type, JSON data into database format is called serialization. Okay. So sometimes people are asking, what is the deserialization? Means from database to browser simply. Okay. The process of taking the database data and converting into JSON and then converting into Python data type is called deserialization. Is called deserialization. Okay. So later I'll tell about the serialization, deserialization more clearly with diagrammatically all the things. Okay. So here simply one point you can remember that one. So this is the database related, and then this is the DB. Okay, so now here you can see okay, this is the browser, and this is the database. Okay, so browser to database, database to browser. This is simply we are calling serialization and deserialization. Okay, so this communication and this communication. Okay, so via Python. Wait. Okay, so getting my voice. So this is the browser, and this is the database. Okay, database. So this browser to database. So here you are getting, and then you are getting back. So nothing but here dictionary data. Dictionary, and reverse process. Okay, so this is JSON. Okay, so in this part we are using the serializers topic. Okay, so from the browser using a presentation we are sending some data. The data is automatically converting in the form of JSON, automatically internally rendered in the form of JSON, and the JSON data using serializers concept we are converting into dictionary format. Okay, that dictionary data again converting into DB format and storing into database. Okay, when you want to take the data back from database to browser, if you want to display some data on the browser, then from the database we are taking back. Okay, so the database data we are converting into Python type dictionary, and then converting into JSON format. That JSON data we are displaying on the browser. Okay, so simply database data to Python, Python to JSON is called serialization, and JSON to Python and Python to database is called deserialization. Okay, so later we'll see one more time about these all things. Getting this one? Okay. And one more point is it is providing security, built-in security, lot of security, sir. Lot of security mechanisms it is providing. So this concept is more important. One more point is built-in security. Built-in security topics. For example, basic authentication, basic authentication, session authentication, okay, and then token authentication and JWT authentication. Okay, like so many authentication mechanisms are providing by this REST API. Okay, so have one doubt. Using Django framework, are you providing any security to your data? Using Django framework, are you providing any security to your data? Okay, so for example, means from the browser, after developing your Django application, from the browser we are sending one URL. Am I right? MVT architecture flow, sir. So when you are sending URL, that URL reaching to Django application. Okay, so any URL is matching, then correspondent view is calling. So then that view executing some behavior, some output you are getting. Are you getting this one? Okay, so I'll take one diagram. See here, this is our browser. This is our Django project. This is Django. Okay, and this one is browser. So from this browser, you are sending the one URL. So in the form of URLs, we are sending a request. Okay, so that is the request, URL request. And if any URL is matching, finally you are getting the response back. Am I right? Shit. Sorry, diagram is missing. Yeah, so I can see this is the browser, this is the Django. So from this browser you are sending, and you are getting the response back. Okay, so this is we are taking like a request, this is we are taking like a response. Okay, so this is the Django app, and this one is browser. Getting this one? So from the browser, in the form of URL, we are sending the request, then Django process that request, finally we are getting the response back. Okay, so while sending this request, for example, I want to create some data into database, then here I have one database. This is the DB, MySQL DB, MySQL DB. So this Django application using models concept, we are communicating the database and we are taking data back. Okay, the data we are giving to browser. Am I right? Okay, now so you and me both, for example, 10 people are interacting same database. This database interacted by multiple people. So one person created by sending request, one person created some data into database. Okay, so for example, 10 employees data, employee number, employee name, salary, like this, multiple data I'm storing into my DB. Later, tomorrow, some other people sending another request to deleting all the existing data. Okay, so when you are using the Django framework, so that is possible. Why means we are not providing security. Okay, so today we are storing a lot of data, tomorrow somebody is deleting all the data. So to reducing this burden, to reducing this problem, so REST API is providing so many authentication mechanisms. Okay, so inbuilt security is providing. So using that REST API related authentication mechanisms, automatically we are providing the lot of security. For example, today I'm creating some data. So tomorrow somebody is trying to delete the data. Okay, then immediately it is asking, please enter your username, your password, like this. Okay, so it is verifying if this user is authenticated person or not. Okay, authenticated means username password is a genuine user or not, checking. Are getting this one? So about this all security mechanisms later more clearly we will discuss. A lot of security mechanisms are there, so we'll discuss all things clearly. Okay, So basic authentication, session authentication, token authentication, JWT authentication, like these all things in interview, anything you may get interview. Okay, tell me something about token authentication, about the JWT authentication. These two things more times in interviews also asking, sir. So especially token authentication in interview a lot of times asking. Okay, our old students also so many questions got about the token authentication, and the people who are giving a proper response, they got jobs also. Okay, yeah. Next, without open the database, sir, using Django, how you are seeing your data, what is available in your database means you are sending requests and you are communicating database and you are getting the data. Otherwise, MySQL SQL commands, okay, na? So MySQL command line client you are open, okay, na? I think you all people knows about the databases, MySQL or Oracle or something. Any database you can use, no problem. Okay. So in our sessions by using the MySQL, we are going to communicate regularly. That is the concept. Okay. Now here, how to see your databases, which databases available, which tables available, like these all things, some database commands are there. Later I will give you all the points. For example, in my MySQL databases, so many database sub databases available. These all things previous batches purpose I created and I stored a lot of data. Okay, so for example, I want to take a 1 DB, for example, weekend DB I want to take. Okay, so use weekend DB. Okay, then so tables. So these are all tables available. Okay, so if I'm selecting a particular table, then what data is available in our database, we know. Okay, like this, everything command wise we are going to in depth, and we can see our data, what is available, what is not available, like this. But using REST API, it is providing some ready-made commands. By sending that command directly using command prompt only, you can see your data. Okay, so generally using command prompt, we are creating application project, make migration, migrate, like these all things we are using. So where you are using these all commands, same place we can use some other command that is directly going to our database and bringing the data. Okay, when you're creating, when you're deleting, when you're updating, everything we can see. Okay, so these all special commands later I'll explain clearly, more clearly. Okay. Okay, and REST API also providing some extensive documentation. Okay, lot of built-in documentation providing, sir. When documentation is there only, we can read all the inbuilt things, what the developers developing, everything we can do, we can learn more easily. So Django having a lot of documentation. Same thing, REST API also having a lot of documentation. Okay, so these all are the advantages. So that's why people are learning these all things more clearly. Okay, na? Okay, so we will conclude after one more diagram. Today's session we will conclude. See here, this is the Django. This is the another application. This is the one more application. This is the one more thing. So for example, this is the, I'm taking like a Django app, and this is I'm taking like a Java app. This is the .NET app. Okay, so Django application, I want to communicating my Django application to Java application. Okay, and Java application to Django application. So that is directly not possible, sir. Generally we are using regularly, but the real time see here. So this is I want Django to Java, Java to Django. Same like Java to .NET and .NET to Java. So this communication I want to do here also. Django to or else .NET to Django and Django to .NET. So this communication real time we are seeing, but as a programmer, we need to do something. Then only possible. Otherwise, it is not possible. Okay. So I means Django having lot of inbuilt functions, inbuilt, for example, data types. Okay. So Django nothing but Python. Okay. Python having different keywords, different data types, different types, variation of typing. Okay. Coding structure. But Java having another data types, another keywords, another functionalities, and same thing .NET also. Everything is a different technology. Okay. So but all are together communicating. Why it is possible means by using one common thing only, that is nothing but REST API. So this all communication not possible, sir. This all communication not possible. So how it is possible means only via this REST API possible. So here. Okay. So this is nothing but REST API. So REST API follows the JSON data. Later I'll tell JSON or XML. Okay, na? Okay. So simply you can take here. Simply I'm taking REST API. See, so Django application wants to communicating with Java by using only REST API. Okay. So without REST API, Django to Java, Java to .NET, .NET to Django, these all app to app communication is not possible. Only possible by using the REST API. Okay. So in every technology, Java is a technology, .NET is a technology, Django is a technology. I mean, like Python. So every technology is having some web services. Okay, platform to technology to technology, these web services are changing. Okay. So Java side people are calling web service developers. .NET side people are calling web API developers. Django side people are calling REST API developers. Okay, but all people functionality is same thing, app to app communication only. Okay, so about this diagram more clearly tomorrow I'll explain. Okay, no problem. Okay, so in this REST API we are using data in the form of JSON only, in the form of JSON or else XML. Okay, so why we are using only JSON or XML means these both are we are calling universal languages. Okay, na? So why we are calling universal means if the data is available in the form of JSON or in the form of XML, the data can understanding by Django, understanding by Java, understanding by .NET also. Are getting this point? So if data is available in the form of Java, the Java data is not possible to understanding Django. Okay, Java data is not understanding to .NET. That's why Java data converting into JSON format. JSON is universal. That's why .NET easily can understanding. And .NET data converting in the form of JSON. And JSON data can understanding by Java easily. Like this, all applications are in the form of or else via JSON or XML communicating each other. Okay. So here we are what developers? We are the Django and REST API developers. This is our part. Okay, we are not required about the .NET and Java. These two things not required. So our Django data, nothing but Python. Our Python data, how to convert into JSON, and the JSON data, how to convert into Django. This is our responsibility. Are you getting this one mainly? Okay. So using Django also we can do this process. Using REST API also we can do this process. But why we need to learn this REST API means I'll give you one more explanation. Using REST API, if you are doing this one, only maximum 3 or 4 lines code. Maximum 3 or 4 lines code you are doing for doing Django to JSON conversion. Okay, JSON to Django. But if you are using pure Django without REST API, then minimum 100 lines of code. Okay, minimum 100 lines of code is required for conversion purpose. Using pure Django, our Python data converting into JSON, JSON to Python, more than 100 lines of code is required. But using a REST API, only 3 or 4 lines code is required, not 100 lines, even though not 30, 40 lines, only 3, 4 lines. Okay, how much easy you can estimate, you can assumption. So why we are writing only 3 or 4 lines code means already I told REST API is providing so many ready-made modules, ready-made classes. Okay, because of these ready-made modules or classes, we are writing less lines of code only. Remaining all lines code is available internally. Are you getting these points? So that is the REST API importance. Okay. So one more point can remember. So if you want to becoming like a full-fledged Python developer, Pythonist developer, if you want to becoming like that, you need to learn 3 things. What are those things? Python, Django, and REST API. Okay, these 3 things must be required. Then only you are the full-fledged developer, complete developer. Okay, so nowadays in the place of Django, people are learning also Flask framework. It is also slowly going to popular. Okay, using Django you can do development, using Flask also you can do development. So if you are learning these all 4 things, then you are able to developing the good products. Are you getting this point? Okay, so we plan that one. Without REST API, even though if you are learning this Python and Django, so a lot of problems are there, sir. Okay, your application is not getting more popularity. When app to app communication is there, then only your application is getting popularity. For example, you can see, sir, here. This is the browser. Okay, now what is this one? Browser. So you are learning only Python and Django. Only Python and Django you are learning means. So people from the browser can communicating your application. Okay, getting the response back. Only this is possible. Browser to your Django application, Django application to browser. Okay, so this is a Django. When you are learning Django, this is the possible 100%. But if you are learning REST API, so browser to Django, Django to browser possible, plus Django to another application like Java, like .NET. Are you getting this one? So app to app also possible, from the browser also possible. Both possibilities are available using REST API. Using Django, only app to app not possible, only browser possible. Are you getting this point? Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to stop this session. So today only we are what is the importance of REST API, and REST API is providing what advantages, and without REST API what is the problem. With REST API what we are developing, with Django what we are developing, only what is what overview only we are discussing. So tomorrow onwards, concepts wise, everything again these all diagrams, one diagram we will discuss more clearly with practically. Getting this one? So now I'm stopping this session, and later you can ask what you have doubts. Okay, thank you. Okay. Hi guys. So do you have any queries? Hello. Wait. Hi guys. Do you have any queries?
Hello, sir.
Tell me, madam.
Do we need to learn even SOAP also, sir? SOAP framework?
So using our REST API, SOAP based and RESTful based, two types are there. So we don't require SOAP based as a Django developer. Okay. So Java side developers were learning SOAP based and RESTful based. We required here only RESTful based enough. So that is
Okay.
tomorrow I'll tell what types of services are available and what is the difference between a RESTful based and a SOAP based. Like these all things explanation I'll give you about this
Sir, REST
JSON and
API is for only web development or desktop and application
so web
application
development
development?
application development using Django we are developing actually. REST API is
Okay.
for app-to-app communication purpose.
Okay. Okay. Okay, sir.
So without REST API, communication is not possible. Only browser to application possible. For example, simply you can take one bank application. You can take a BookMyShow application. So BookMyShow
Okay.
application is developing by using Django. Okay. So from the browser we are sending request. We are open the BookMyShow and we are booking the tickets. Finally, we need to pay money payment. Okay. So payment is
Yes, sir.
by using Java application developing. Okay. So then BookMyShow to bank application we are unable to communicating without REST API. So this
What is
purpose
the
we are letting.
difference between Flask and Django, sir?
Django is more heavyweight framework and Flask is a lightweight framework. So using Flask only single kind of application they are developing using Django. So within the project, within the one project, multiple sub kind of applications we can develop parallelly. Okay. For example, you can take a hospital sector. Okay. So in hospital sector, I want to maintain all the patients information separately. For example, doctors information separately, and some hospital are also having medical colleges. So all separate I want to maintain. Then using Django, you can develop one application for medical college, one application for patients, one for doctors, or else drugs, medicines. Okay, like three sub applications within the hospital project you can develop. But using Flask, single project, single application only. All together we are combining, and complexity is increasing.
Sir, in this REST API, are you going to make us learn even MySQL also? Else we have to learn separately.
No. What we required, I'll teach. For example, how to installing that MySQL. MySQL, how to installing through YouTube, you can do easily. After that, using our Django framework, how we are communicating with MySQL. Using REST API, how we are communicating with MySQL. And inside MySQL, how we can see data, how to create the tables, like these all things I'll show you.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
I'll share
Sir,
you
is
files
there
also,
any
contents.
any other similar to REST API framework other than REST API?
I mean, without REST API also, using pure Django, we can do app-to-app communication. Okay, na? But
Okay.
no Django faculties in any institute, everybody, including me also, when I'm teaching Django also, nobody can teach using Django how to communicating with other application. I means more than 100 lines required app-to-app communication. But same thing using REST API, 3-4 lines enough. Why means because of built-in things. So that's why we are using REST API only.
Okay. How
Okay, na?
many projects you are going to cover, sir?
So two projects we are going to discuss. I mean, concepts wise, minimum 15 projects we are doing. Concepts wise, small programs. And end of the
Okay.
day, using our Django to pure Python, Django to Python, Python to Django, and Django to Django. How we are communicating means I'm developing one Django project. You are developing one Django project. Okay, na? So
Okay.
my
Okay.
Django, how communicating with your Django, and your Django how communicating with my Django. Like these things I'll show you practically.
Okay, sir.
Okay. For example,
Thank you,
you
sir.
are Java developer. I am the
Yeah.
Django developer. So for my application purpose, I'm developing one API. My API can
Okay.
use by Java people, .NET people, anybody can interacting with my application. So how they are interacting, I'll show you that one.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Okay, sir.
1 month
Thank you, sir.
sessions required here totally.
Okay.
So day to day, concepts wise, the material I'll send and programs I'll send.
Sir, is there any recorded video will be sent to our mail?
Yeah, sure. What we are discussing this 1 hour session, everything you will get video also.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
sir.
So management people only will send all the your mails they have. They are sending all the video files day to day.
Okay. You're dealing with even Django and Python too, sir.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Okay. May I know
Right now,
what are the timings?
yeah.
Any batch is going on?
No. Right now, I'm starting on REST API this batch only in this lockdown session.
Okay.
Actually, in our institute, so separate people are teaching Django. Separate people are teaching Python, and myself majorly full-fledged. I'm spending time with REST API. Okay, na?
Have
So
you worked as a Python developer previously, sir, in any MNC
yes,
company?
yes.
How many years, sir?
So I'm working 5 years. Previously, I worked with presentation, and later I shifted to this Django, Python, and REST API. So now I'm working with mobility
Okay.
technology.
You're still working.
Yeah. Still working.
Okay. This is your part-time job.
Yeah, madam. Part-time.
Okay. Thank you.
So right
Because I
now,
need
no
two
projects are
years
there
of
in my company. Yeah, tell me.
okay. I need two years of fake as Python developer because I have a gap for 2 years. So that
Okay.
if you can provide me any projects to cover this real-time project.
Yeah. When you are learning, if you are completing that Django course, then I'll share you some projects. Okay. So actually,
Thank you
when
so
I'm
much.
taking in offline classes, directly I'm teaching some projects also. I mean, real-time projects also. Separate batches I'm teaching.
Okay.
Within 2 weeks
Okay.
batch like this. Okay, I'll share that one.
Okay.
No problem.
Thank you so much, sir.
Any doubt, guys? Other one? Okay, no doubts.
Sir,
Okay.
other
So
than
if you have
9
any
o'clock
queries,
batch, is
yeah.
there any other batch evening REST API?
Right now this batch only I'm starting. This is only. So after 1 week,
Okay.
another batches will going to start. Okay,
In the evening
and
session.
if for example this batch after completing 1 week, then planning to another time, another batch.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and this duration, somebody is asking what is the duration. So duration is a 1 month session required. Okay, so
Sir,
day
is
to
this
day
1 hour
when you are
session?
doing
Hello.
yeah 1 hour session. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
1 hour session, 1 month session required, 30 days.
Sir, when the institute is
Sir,
going to open?
Offline,
Yeah, offline, sir.
I too don't know. I think minimum September, after September like that.
After September. A few members
Yeah.
told me that from July 1st onwards, your institute is going to open. Is that true?
No. I too don't know exactly. Management not telling to me, but my guessing. Okay. Lot of states, other states, until July ending. Okay. So no
Okay.
classes, no institutes, no colleges are open. They declared officially. Some other states.
Okay.
And
Okay, sir.
in our states also, in Hyderabad also, corona cases increasing day to day.
Okay.
That's why I'm expecting minimum July, no classes. In August, maybe they will open like that.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So for that information, you can contact with management. Then you'll get more clearly.
Okay, sir.
sir, then, hello.
Yeah. Tell me, sir.
Then how to get material, sir?
So you are given your mail to management, na? So
Yeah.
I'll take all your mails and I'll forward to all the files. So today what we are discussing, I'll send like this every day what programs we are practicing in our session. Same day I'll send.
Okay.
Okay. So starting 2 days we are discussing a demo session. Maybe tomorrow also some other guys will join like that. So once this 2 days completing, then day to day I'll send material. Okay.
Means,
Sir,
So
sir, I have one more
PDF
doubt.
files.
sir, or hello.
Yeah.
Means you
Tell
are
me, sir.
sending only record. Means you are sending only recording session or some other materials also.
See, these are the PDF files. Okay.
PDF files.
You're not seeing my screen. Okay. So regular when I'm taking previously my offline classes, I given a lot of notes to students and class notes. So those all PDFs I have. So daily that PDF files I'll send. Same thing notepad files and typing material. Typing material also I'll send. Okay.
Okay.
And same thing video class also sending. 3 things you will get
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So this text files, what major points you are getting, and that PDF files, everything according to class, everything you are getting line to line, class notes.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, how many years
Very
back
good.
this REST API framework is developed, sir, and released in the market?
Exactly, I don't know, but couple of years back onwards, this is getting more demanding nowadays. Okay, 2017 onwards, it is getting more demanding. 17,
Okay.
18. So at that time, 2017 in interviews also, no one is asking majorly. Okay, what only 1 or 2 questions asking. But in 2019 and this 20 asking more interviews majorly.
Sir,
Okay,
will you cover even real-time projects also, so that it may be helpful during interview for me?
actually, so when we are learning Python, Django, all the things, platforms we are giving, madam. Okay, REST API also same thing. So what required, what concept required, how developing APIs, how they are communicating, like all basic platforms we are giving, and according to that, small tasks we are doing, programs, minimum 15 projects we are doing, concept
Okay.
wise.
Okay.
So when you are learning these all things day to day perfectly, then you'll get a lot of confidence. Okay, what is REST
Okay.
API? So some lot of definitions, everything you are getting. So according to the, along with these things, you need to spend some extra times through YouTube like this. Okay, then you will get
Okay.
more things. Getting this one?
Are you maintaining any
You can
YouTube
take.
channel, sir?
No, I'm not maintaining. Generally, I'm
Okay.
teaching only. I'm giving a subject through YouTube. A lot of people giving tutorials. Then you can follow any whatever you want.
Okay, sir.
Okay, some people like some tutorials, some people like other tutorials. So what you are understanding very easily, then you can follow that.
Okay. Can you suggest any channel, YouTube channel?
Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss some names. I too exactly don't know, but I required, then immediately I'll Google it and I'll take that scenario and I'll follow. I'll do my work.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Okay.
yeah. Any other guys? Any other one?
No, sir. Thank you. Thanks, sir.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.